saw you guys. Added a couple more plants in the garden. Threw a couple more pads in here, so it's less likely I fall in the hole every time I walk across. But beyond that, I have planted rubber tree saplings and then knocked all the leaves off until I had enough of them to make sure I had a good supply, because I am going to do some industrial craft this time through. I also, in that little red dot you see on my map off in the distance that I'm pointing to, that is a huge mine shaft complex. The only thing I really found of worth that I absolutely had to bring back right away was 4 ender lily seeds. Really nice that I did find some. Kind of odd though, the last 2 worlds I generated I found 6 in each chest. This time only 4, but hey, I'm not going to complain. Anytime you can get ender pearls without having to go after endermen, that's good with me. Beyond that, haven't done much else. I showed you guys the smeltery. I'm still at the same place with it. And the last time around, no, I think we had, yeah, we built our portable tank, but what we needed was going to be some way to be able to attach that tank once we fill it up with lava. And then we want to, of course, be able to use it to feed our smeltery, and we need some way to get the lava out of the tank and into the smeltery. Then we could use a bucket and do it one by one, but, you know, we kind of like to do that so that it's going to do it all by itself. And I built some barrels. Now, barrels are really, really easy. They're also incredibly useful. They are from the factorization mod, and I don't want to use that wood. New. They are really, really simple. Here, I'll show you how you put these guys together. Oh, first of all, I need to build one of these. This is a crescent hammer. It's 1 tin, 3 iron, and you'll see in a moment why I so badly need one of those. So barrels are a slab, which is, of course, as you all know, that. In fact, I could use some more. So barrels are a slab and a row of wood, and that gives you a barrel. What's really nice about them is they'll hold 64 times 64, so they'll hold 64 stacks. Now there's not a lot of stuff you're going to get 64 stacks of, okay, but certainly cobblestones, dirt, coal maybe if you're not using that much of it right at the start. Those sort of things start to add up really quickly. If you use a chest, even an upgraded one, you know, an iron chest or a gold chest or something, they're still going to fill up, and 64 stacks is a lot more than even a good-sized chest will hold. Now this is why I wanted this wrench so quick. As you can see, sometimes when you put a barrel down, you don't know till you put something in it whether it went down quite the right way. These ones are still right. These two, well, if we right-click on the front of them, it will flip them around, thankfully. There we go. It saves you from taking everything out, breaking the barrel, recasting it into the place you had it, and going from there. It will also deal with just about every machine in the game, so very, very nice device to have. It will do, as you can see, the same thing with chests. You can turn chests. So be careful if you try and open a chest with this in your hand. The results may not be quite what you thought. Now, the other thing I wanted, well, twofold. And I didn't bring any extra iron. Do I have any cooking? I do. Haha. Because before I forget, we need this. There we go. A simple bucket. And the other thing we needed was liquids. I'm gonna say that's how you make them. They're fluiduct, I'm sorry. I still call them liquiducts. They were a couple of mod packs back. So fluiducts, nice. And we will, in fact, I'm gonna make sure that we have a couple of those, because we're gonna make fair use of these right off the bat. Now, I don't want to take anything more As you can see, I finished, well, I guess you can't actually in this view, but I have finished off my armor. Okay, wrench either, and the ducks we can leave till we get back. So what we need to do is go find us some lava. Okay, but it's nighttime and it's raining, so we'll have a little lay down. And then we're gonna go find us some lava. I do very quickly want to get some... No, I just gotta check something here, guys. Sorry. Ah, that's what I thought. Sometimes if I'm testing things or experimenting with things, I don't like to berries. Okay, somewhere on here we have lava. I don't like to be bothered with the critter issues a person can have. Ah, there it is, and we are going the right way. So I'll turn it to peaceful mode till I get done what I want done, then I'll go back. So we're going to just go collect ourselves a couple of buckets of lava here. Oh, okay, I'm glad I didn't get too far, because there was another reason I built that wrench. A portable tank is a little more expensive to build than the old-fashioned glass tank, even though they'll hold the same amount in their basic form. The reason is, if you pick up a glass tank when there's something in it, you break the tank, everything falls out, and then you do get the tank, but everything falls out. With a portable tank, not everything falls out. Greatwood sapling hasn't grown yet. How unfortunate. So, but to break the tank without everything falling out, you require that particular wrench that I built, or crescent hammer as they call it. I don't know, it looks like a wrench to me. And there's our little pool of lava. So, we are going to set this down. Just want to have a look around, make sure nothing green that makes hissy noises followed me up here. There we go. Now with our bucket, we're going to have at some lava. And we will fill this up. How are we doing? There we go. We've got our 8 buckets. So now, if we shift click on that, we pick it up, and as you can see, it still has 8 buckets of lava in it. So that's a heck of a lot better than actually trying to carry 8 buckets of lava around. Hello, sheeps. There we go. Now we're ready to go and good. I've got some more cotton. I want some cotton. Another really nice tool to build yourself is a sickle. Very simple recipe, but as you can see, it will take long grass and such things away much, much quicker than any other tool. And I don't have a shovel. No, I don't. That's too bad, because there's some nice copper gravel there. So yeah, sickle's good. The other thing sickles will do, if you want saplings, sickles will pop lots of leaves at once. See? Poof. There you go. But yeah, good way to get seeds, and they start as simple as wood and go from there, so. Swim for it. There's the desert off there. What? Why won't you let me jump? There we go. Okay. Now we have our lava. We can come back in here. Come around, and I think we're going to put that tank. There you are. Oh, I know what we need. now that we're back safely. Thank you very much. Yeah, I grabbed all the track up off the floor of the mine. That way if we want to do a Steve's cart or something, we don't have to worry about building track right away. You wouldn't want to do it if you're going to build yourself a railway, because this track is really slow. So let's say there. Perfect. And then with some of our liquiducts. Perfect. Now, that is reading input. We would like it to be an output. There we go. And now our tank has that much left. And it will slowly drain down as that fills and this fills, because this also has an internal reservoir, right? So, as you can see, if we click on it, well, it doesn't actually show it, oddly enough. But there you go. Now our smeltery is ready. So now, welcome to Claw. Okay. Now we can take our metals, pop them in there, and double our ores. So, if we come over here, we'll see that I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 3, so I can do up to 18, so I can get 36 ingots at a time out of this particular smeltery, which is pretty darn nice, right? So you just let her melt down. Now, for every layer I would add on top, that would give me, I think, 2 more rows of 3, so another 6 added on to here. But I think we're going to be fine with this for now, because it's not going to be our only way of making ingots and stuff. It's just simply what we're going to be starting with. So there we go. Happy with that. And like I said, I want to get into some Thaumcraft pretty quick. But, I want to make sure that we also actually have a place big enough to do it. How's our garden? Do we need to harvest? No, not yet. But I know what we can do. Do I have enough? No, I don't. So, 1, 2, 3. And come over to our handy dandy crafting table. Make ourselves some planks and do this with them. And I think we'll make a couple. We'll eventually make an automated one of these, but for now, it's a tool that we need. So, let's harvest some rubber. Oh, did I leave one that doesn't have a node? Ah, I was pretty sure I checked them all. Basically, if they don't have one of these rubber nodes, then you're probably better off to just simply cut them down and grow one that does. And when they're bright orange like that, it's a fresh node. And you want to only tap it once with your little tree tap. You can tap it again and it will spit out another rubber, but there's also a really good chance that it won't grow another node. Okay, whereas if you only hit them once, every place that they had a node, they'll grow another one back. So that kind of works in your favor, right? Might be a little slower initially because you're not going to get 2 or 3 out of each node. But in the long run, you have basically an incredibly renewable resource that's easy and safe to harvest. And yeah, popping all the leaves off is just simply to make these nodes easier to find. Well, plus you, if you're not in an area where rubber trees grow, which is usually around a jungle, it can become pretty difficult to get yourself some rubber. Alright, good. I think we got them all. That's not bad. 50 came off of there. So, that is going to give us a really nice start. Really nice start. Okay, and I guess we can put him up. Actually, let's get some more wood up here. something I want to look up because I am going to need one really sooner than later. Tool. Here we go. Nice oak tool rack. One piece of iron and the rest is just slabs. So, let's do that. I think I have some more slabs actually. There we go. Piece of iron. And maybe we'll make a couple. So, this is from the Bibliotech mod. That is really cool as well. Alright, now. Boop. Tool racks. There we go. Couple of tool racks. Nice. Let's put them there and there. Good, that does still allow me to open that. And then we can place things that we don't want to bother. Like if you're in building, and a lot of the time, you won't want to be packing a whole thing full of tools, because you're going to want to be putting other things there. So, there you go. So I think that's going to do it for this one. It was a fairly quick little episode, but we got done what we wanted to do. We now have, as you can see, all that melted in there. We have a total of 36 ingots worth of iron. The simplest thing to do is put it into a basin, and this will give you a block of iron, which of course you can put into your own built-in 4-square crafter and get 9 ingots. You can also make an ingot mold, but we're going to get into that the next time. So there you go, block of iron. Which, as I say, you can simply do that. There's 9 ingots. So there you go, guys. I think that's where we're going to leave it for today. Next episode, I'm going to put a Thaumcraft room, probably on the roof, and then get us a wand and a table and a couple other quick things together. But until then, this has been Species 7. Take care of each other, guys, and we'll talk to you next time. Spectacular.